So this is the image I'm going to use. I'm on Pixel Studio. So now the first thing I'm going to do is to zoom in on the lips. So now let's go to the navigator here. If you don't have it here, go to Window, General, and then check Navigator. And now I'm just going to drag this slider here to the right. So I think here I'm okay. So now let's select the pen tool. I'm going to left click here, select the pen tool. And now I'm just going to start my node from here, left click, and then make sure to uncheck the snapping. And then I'm going to add another node here, and then add another node here, add one here. So if you made a mistake, Control Z to undo. So now I'm just going to bring it a little bit up, and then I'm just going to create another one here, another one here, and then I will add a last one. So I'm just going to add one here like this, and then close it here. So now let's select the node tool. I'm going to left click here. So let's go to the pen tool and then left click on this one, node tool. I'm going to left click on this point, click on it. And then I'm just going to convert it here into smooth. I'm going to left click on this icon here. So here it is. And now I can adjust these curves here from these handles or just from here. I'm just going to adjust it from here like this. And then I'm going to adjust this one. So I'm just going to select this one here. I'm just going to press delete key on my keyboard to delete it. So I don't need that one. So I'm just going to adjust this one. So I think I'm going to leave it here. So now for this one. So now I'm just going to adjust this one like this. And then I'm just going to bring this one down a little bit. And then I'm just going to bring this one down. And then I'm just going to select this node here. So I'm going to leave it here. And now I'm just going to fill this path here. I'm just going to select the color here. And then I'm just going to turn it into red. I'm going to remove the black outline here. I'm just going to double click here, type 0, press enter. And now let's select the move tool. And now if I left click outside, so here it is. And now I'm just going to rename this path here, this red path here. I'm just going to name it lips. Double click. I'm going to name it red lips. Press enter. I'm going to change its layer mode to multiply. So left click here. And then select multiply. And now in order to blend it much better, to make it more realistic, we are going to use the blend options. I'm going to left click on the gear icon. I'm just going to move the blend option window to the right. Make sure you're selecting the red lips layer when opening the blend options. So now I'm just going to leave all these settings as they are. I'm just going to modify the underlying composition ranges. So I'm just going to move this node here down. This will remove our red lip layer from the highlights. So I'm just going to this one here. It will remove it from the highlights of the whole image layer. This one here, the one down, the underlying composition, the underline layer. I'm just going to bring this right node down. So this will remove the red from the highlights. So here it is. So you can also move it to the left. This will remove much more. So here it is. It will also remove, for example, the darker parts. I'm just going to move it like this. So now I'm just going to move this layer here to the right. So it will reveal more of the lips layer here in the highlights. So I'm just going to move it to the right. So I just want to adjust to have the best effect. So I think here I'm going to leave it here like this. And now I'm just going to click on the X here to exit. So now I'm just going to left click outside. So as you can see, we have some sharp edges. So in order to make them smoother, to feather them, I'm just going to select the red lips layer, go to pixel, filters, blur, and then I'm just going to apply Gaussian blur and then select Gaussian blur on the blur here. So here it is. Now it is 9-point radius. I'm just going to reduce it. So here it is. So I think I'm going to leave it here. Now just click on apply. So now if you want to remove some parts here of the red lips layer, I'm going to add a mask layer. Click on this icon here to add a mask layer. So now let's select the paintbrush tool, left click, select paintbrush. So let's go to the brushes tab. I'm going to select the basic, the round soft brush 32. I'm going to decrease the size to 100, press enter. So I'm just going to go to the color tab here, up here, left click on the arrow. I'm going to change it to wheel. And then I'm going to change the brush color, the paintbrush color, to black, since on the mask layer the black represents transparency, the white opacity. So if you want to mask some parts here of the layer, we just need to use the black color. So here it is. And now, for example, I can remove some of the parts here. So Control Z to undo if you don't like the effect. I'm just going to reduce the hardness to 30, press enter. And then here I'm just going to remove some of the parts here. So if you want to add, for example, here, I'm just going to select the red lips layer, the layer, not the mask, select the layer. I'm going to change the color to red, and then I'm just going to paint. So here it is. So now I'm just going to select the mask layer. Now I'm just going to bring the color to black and then delete some of the parts. So here it is. So I think I'm going to leave it here. So now I'm just going to zoom out. So now let's see the before and after. You can still, if you select the layer, you can still select the blend options and then modify the effect. So here it is. So I think I'm going to leave it here, or you can also, for example, decrease the opacity. So I think I'm going to leave it here.